Siddha Bhakta. But Prahlad Maharaj cannot serve with whole limbs of body. And Ambarish Maharaj, he can do. He used to be in Madhuban, in Vrindavan. He used to do parikrama of Braja, Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, Govardhan, Nandagaon, Barsana, all places. So he has some taste in these things. So there is some vaishishta in his bhakti, a speciality. But more than him, Premi Bhakta Hanuman is more superior. He is serving to his Prabhu and Siddha Bhakta also. More than that, Pandavas, Prempa, they can sleep with Krishna side by side. Sometimes Krishna become charioteer of Arjuna and serving Arjuna and Pandavas. And he tells Hanuman to serve Pandavas, Arjuna, to be on his top of the chariot. And you should save Arjuna. Engaged also. He was engaged and also he engaged Hanuman in the service of Pandavas. But more than Pandavas, Uddhav, among all Jaduvanshi, Jadava. And he went to Vrindavan and saw the affection and mamata and everything to Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maiya. And moreover he saw gopis, and moreover he saw the mood of Srimati Radhika in the Pradampa. And then he was very much satisfied. Virhen me Mahabhaga, oh, you have done mercy to me by your Veera, that Srimati Radhika did Bhramar Geet, sometimes abetting Krishna, sometimes praising, sometimes laughing, like mad, Divya Unmad, and all these things. And then Uddhav began to pray, Asamaho Charanare Jusamaham Syam Vrindavane Kil Golpna Lausatina Jad Dustajan Swajan Adipatan Jayitva Veje Mukund Padaveng Sutipi. Oh, I want to be the parade of cross in Vrindavan anywhere. Why? When Gopi will go to Abhisar to Krishna, their foot dust will be on my head. So still in Kusum Sarovar, that Uddhav Kunda is like a blade of cross showing. And in the last he told, Bande Nanda Praja Istrinam Padarenum Abhiksna Sahajasang Harikathod Gitas Punati Bhuvanatraya. The gopis who told this separation moved in so high way that if anyone hearing, whole world is satisfied. So one of the dust, fit dust will be of Radhika he wanted. So you should know the glorification of gopis and Radhika. So why not agree to be their maid servant? This is the main object, offer of life and bhajan. You know Chitraketu Maharaj. He was great devotee. in the form of Vritrasur. He has prayed in a gopi mood bhav, and that is why one of the symptoms of Bhagavad has been told in Padma Puran, where the life of Vritrasur has been written. So Shyamrani will tell the life of Vritrasur and Chitraketu Maharaj.
Om Jnanam Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Srila Gurudeva has ordered me to say a few words about the history of King Chitraketu. First, I'd like to say that Sri Guru is independent. One cannot control him. I studied for 1 hour about Maharaj Ambarish today. And I pray to Gurudev, please call me for that, and don't call me for King Chitraketu, because I don't have time to read about it. So King Chitraketu was a great king of the world. And one of the duties of the king is to have a son who can continue the dynasty and perform activities for the benefit of the entire world. By the will of Providence, King Chitraketu's first wife, Krita Duti, could not bear any children. So although he loved her, he took a second wife, and she also could not bear any children. So he took wife after wife after wife. And finally, he had thousands and thousands of wives. And by the will of Providence, they were all barren. So, by chance, Angira Muni, who is a great friend, associate of Sri Narad Muni, he went to the house of the king, and the king put him on his throne and glorified him. And he expressed his great sadness that I have so many thousands of wives, but no son. Please give me some kind of benediction, some blessing that I can have a son. So Angira Rishi knew that that would not make the king happy. Ambarish Maharaj, because he was engaged in the service of the Lord with all of his senses and mind, not only he, but all of his citizens considered even heavenly planets and all mystic powers to be as insignificant as small pieces of dirty stone. Maharaj Ambarish had no attraction for his wife, children, relatives, friends, chariots, elephants, treasury garments, or anything. But unlike him, Chitraketu Maharaj was very, very anxious to have a son. So because of his particular lack of sukritis and sanskars at that time, Angira Rishi could not teach him. He knew I can't teach him renunciation at this time. So great sages have great plans in order to bring their disciples to the platform of renunciation. For example, the guru of Harishchandra, he himself, by his mystic power, made a snake bite his son and kill him to create this detachment, and then he himself brought his son back to life. So Angira Rishi had a plan for King Chitraketu. He said, I'm going to give this sweet rice to you to give to your principal and first wife, Krita Duti. So the king was so happy, even though Maharaj Angira Rishi said, this son will be the cause of great happiness to you and also great lamentation. So the king thought, no problem, he'll be a little naughty, so I'll get a little upset, no problem. So he gave this special sacrifice to his first wife, and he begot a very beautiful son. as is the nature of co-wives, his many thousands of co-wives became envious, because now King Chitraketu was showing even more favor to his first wife, because she was the mother of his son, who he had now given his life to. Srila Gurudeva said, in relation to, forget who, somebody had co-wives, and they didn't mind, Kunti or Maharaj Dasrath, but Gurudev said, even if your husband has other wives, don't mind, be happy for him. But these other co-wives, he said, it's no harm to you if your husband has other wives. He wants his all disciples to be so open, so liberal, so generous, just like the tree, he said, that gives its fruits, bark, and everything, and doesn't ask even for water when it's thirsty. So King Chitraketu's wives were just the opposite. They became so envious, and they made a conspiracy. They had a meeting amongst themselves, and they decided, this is very, very bad that he's showing so much favor to this other wife and totally neglecting us, just like we're some maidservants. So they decided, what shall we do to take revenge? We'll poison that son, thinking somehow or other that would bring them happiness. So they gave poison to the son, and the son died. And when the king came to the crib of the son and saw his dead son, and heard about his dead son because there were screams in the court, he was running to his son and fainting and getting up and weeping and running and fainting. And his hair became scattered, his clothes became scattered, and the same with his wife. And the whole kingdom became in lamentation, and the wives were also pretending to be in lamentation. At that time, Angira Muni returned to the king, and Narada Muni came with him. And now the king, because of all the misery that happened to him, by the mercy of the sages, by the mercy of the Lord, now the king was getting ready to hear properly. So by the will of Angira Rishi and Narad Rishi, the son came to life. And they asked the son, do you want to go back to your father? So the son replied, who is my father? He is not my father. By some past fruitive activities, he became my father for some time, and now I'll have another father, and he'll become the son of another father. Sometimes one's enemy of one's past life becomes one's son, so that that son can give grief. Our Srila Prabhupada told one history that in a village in India, one rich man who lived in a big house, a beggar came to that rich man's house, and the rich man beat him. And everyone was wondering, why did this innocent beggar get beaten? So there was an astrologer in the village, and he said it was because the beggar was previously the father of the rich man, and he used to beat his son. So now he got beaten back. So sometimes an enemy will become a son just to give his father misery. So because of the teachings of the little son, King Chitraketu became renounced and was now ready to follow Narada and Angira Rishi. And he received a wonderful mantra from them, and by that mantra, he was able to realize his relationship with Lord Vishnu. He entered the Vaikuntha planets and saw face to face Lord Sankushan, an expansion of Lord Balaram. This same Chitraketu was also became a great friend of Lord Shiva. And Chitraketu also now had great powers, being a pure devotee of the Lord. So he rode around one day in his airplane, and he came to the spot in Kailash where Lord Shiva was giving a lecture in front of many, many great sages. thousands of great sages. And Lord Shiva was sitting naked in that assembly, giving his class. And Parvati was sitting on his lap, and she was also naked. So, King Chitraketu, being a very close friend of Lord Shiva, said, "Oh, isn't this a strange way to give a lecture?" So he wasn't really criticizing, and anyway, friends can joke with each other, but he was just saying this is a very unusual way to give a lecture. So, Lord Shiva smiled because he knew it was just the friendly joking of his friend, and being free from lust, and his wife also being free from lust, there was no contamination, and whatever he would say would be purifying to all the sages. But his wife Parvati, she became very angry. How dare you criticize such a great devotee as Lord Shiva? So she cursed him that you're acting just like a demon because you're doing Vaishnava Aparad, that's very demoniac. So you should become a demon. I curse you to become a demon. And Chitraketu very humbly accepted that curse. So Lord Shiva told his wife that this is the sign of a pure Vaishnava. He's so powerful, being an associate of Lord Narayan, that he could have cursed you back. But he didn't. He humbly accepted your curse. Of course, we should understand that Parvati also couldn't make any mistake, because she is the powerful material energy, and she is also a pure devotee. Both Shivji and Parvati are our gurus. But in order to teach us to be very careful in understanding who is a Vaishnava and what is Vaishnava behavior, and also to show the glory of King Chitraketu, she cursed him. So in his next birth, he became a demon. He was in the body of a demon. Excuse me, I made a mistake. He didn't become a demon. He had the body of a demon. He manifested from a fire, from a great fire sacrifice. In this fire sacrifice, he who was performing the fire sacrifice made a mistake in his mantra. He was supposed to say, Svasta Rishi was supposed to say that out of this fire sacrifice will become a great demon who will kill Indra. But he made some mistake in the mantra that came out, we will create a great demon who will be killed by Indra. So this great demon with red hair and big teeth and a trident came out. Very, very tall. How tall? So tall that anybody could fit under his feet. So he challenged Indra, and he had a great fight with Indra, and he was smashing thousands of demigods under his feet. And Indra kept trying to kill him, but he couldn't kill him. So now this devotee in the form of the demon, that is Vritrasura, he wanted to be killed by Indra so that he could be free from his demoniac body. So he offered very beautiful prayers to the Lord. And this is what Srila Gurudeva introduced in the beginning. That actually, even though he's in the body of a demon, which shows that only a pure devotee can recognize another pure devotee, or by the mercy of a pure devotee can we recognize a pure devotee. So in the mood of Braj Bhakti and Gopi Bhav, his prayer was like this to the Lord, that the birds, the way the birds relate with their mother, is that when the mother comes to the nest, the mother brings the worms to the birds. So it seems like the birds have been waiting in great love for their mother, but they really haven't. They're waiting for the worms. They really don't want their mother. They want what their mother has to give them to satisfy their senses. So he said, this kind of love, this is not really pretty. And Jiva Goswami has explained in his Priti Sandarbha, what is pretty or what is pure love. So he said, this kind of love I don't want. Then higher than that is the calf. The calf is waiting for his cow. his mother all day to come back to him in the evening. So when the mother comes, the calf drinks the milk from the mother. So it's not something outside the mother that the calf wants. The milk is inside the mother, but it's still not the mother proper. It's still something from the mother that the calf wants. So Vritrasura said, and he's saying this on the battlefield, so showing that there's no condition in offering devotion and love to the Lord if one has that purity. And if one is anyavilasita sinyam. He has no material desires, he doesn't allow karma or gyan to cover his devotion. Then under any circumstance, what is that? Taila aravata avachinvagati. Just like a stream of honey that flows down uninterrupted, the devotee can serve Krishna in any condition without any impediments. And that kind of devotion, as Srila Gurudeva said on the first night, is the only kind of devotion that fully satisfies the soul. So, he said, I don't want that kind of love. What kind of love do I want? A wife or a beloved who sees that her husband, a beloved wife, who sees that her husband has come home late. He's not home yet, but he's late and the time is passing and she's already made dinner and it's passing more and more and more. And she's worried about him. Real Vedic wife is that she doesn't care for her own happiness, she's only concerned for her husband's happiness. So she's in so much anxiety, pacing back and forth, asking the children, you know what happened to your father? What happened to him? And they, of course, can't answer. So in great, great anxiety, she's thinking, well, he was taking the train home, maybe the train got derailed, and she's thinking the worst. This anxiety is due to love. So actually, there was nothing wrong with him. He's just delayed for some non-dangerous reason. But out of overwhelming love, she's in overwhelming anxiety. So Srila Gurudeva is explaining that this is the supreme Uttama Bhakti of the gopis. That when Narada Muni came to them saying, Krishna has a headache and we need the dust of some devotee's feet to cure him, all the other devotees said, no, Krishna is God, I'll go to hell. But the gopis said, here, take some dust, let's get some more dust, let's get some piles of dust. And thousands of gopis were getting thousands of piles of dust. And Narada said, aren't you worried that you'll go to hell? And the gopis said, never mind, we shall go to hell, but let Krishna be cured. So a loving wife doesn't care for her own happiness or comfort, only her husband's. And so Srila Gurudeva is explaining, and Srila Jiva Goswami, that Vritrasura, although in the body of the demon, he had love of the gopis in his heart. He had that kind of love that he wanted. And so his love is extremely high, and we want to follow him before we can become a gopi. Gurudev said, if you want to become a gopi, first you have to be Prahlad, first you have to be Ambrish Maharaj, first you have to be Hanuman, not to jump past them.
Thank you. And the Pralambha Bhav for his Priyatami Ishtade, like gopis, he prayed. And in the last prayer he is telling, Mamottama Slok Janesu Sakhyam. I don't fear that I will go to hell or here and there. I pray you that give me your most high class of Rasi and Tattvagya Bhakta Sangha. This is essential. To hear Krishna Katha from their mouth. And so, this thing I want, that high class of Rasik Tattva Vaishnava Sangha you should give me. And Tanmaya Atmaja Dargehesu. By your Maya, those who are so much lusty in their family, attached to their family, don't give their association. I keep me very far away from those who are attached in family life. We should have no attachment. Mamata and attachment should be to Guru or Krishna. If you will give it to offer it to Gurudev your Mamata, he will take it and give it in the lotus feet of his Ishtadev Radha Krishna Mahaprabhu. He knows all these things. If he will take that I am Bhokta, all are praising me, all are giving me so many things, then you will go to hell. So don't do this. So I should not be, you should not give me an association of that class of persons who are very deadly attached to their family life. We should be in family life, if married. Don't be attached. No so mamata. You should go on doing your kartabya, duty. But mamata should be to in the feet of Krishna. Now we are entering in Dasam Skandha. Maharaj Sukdev Goswami told to Parikshit, you can take some rest. Day and night you are hearing. Oh, don't break. I don't want to take rest from all these things. Hari Katha pure, especially Nibitta Tarsai Rupagiyamana. Bhausathat Sotri Manokirama Kau Uttam Slok Gunanubadat Virajyet Vina Pasukna. A devotee like you, totally detached from worldly life, Nibitta Tarsai. He has no worldly desire. Only to serve Krishna, this desire is there. Nibitta Tarsai. Bhausathat, if he is telling Krishna Katha, this is a Ramban. Infallible medicine of this Bhauro. What is Bhauro? Coming and going from endless time up to endless time. So, it will be stopped. Kau Uttam Slok Gunanubad. Those who will be Atmaghati, Atmaga self-killer, they will not listen these Harikatha and follow. Otherwise all will hear this Katha very careful and meditate all this Katha after Katha, doing pranam to all audience. Those who are doing management, to them, to Hari Katha, and those who is speaking Hari Katha, to all, then Ajit Krishna can be controlled. Satang prasangam vidya sambijau, bhavantirita karna rasayana katha, tajjo sanat ashu apavad vatmani saddha rati bhakti. If a speaker of Krishna Katha is Rasik Tattvakya and he is speaking, then Satan Prasangamam Virjavati, a very powerful and sweet, which is very interesting and pleasing to ears and also to heart if meaning he is knowing. And then hearing by this, Shraddha, first Shraddha, then Bhav Bhakti and Prema Bhakti comes. Now, again started Hari Katha. Whole day, night, 7 days, no sleeping, nothing. So, you should hear this Katha like your soul. This is the medicine of sorrow. You know that Krishna took birth in the jail of Kamsa. And then he was taken to Nanda Bhavan, Gokul. And they also saw Jashoda that Krishna has come from my womb. Really, Krishna can come, he is Supreme Lord, very powerful. At a time he can come 100 places. So at a time, first he came to Kanskaragar from the womb of Devaki, but partly he came. Partly. Not full, Brajendanandan like Gopika. There were some reasons for this. Why Sukadeva Goswami told this? Because he was a Rasagya. He thought that if I will tell vividly that Krishna has taken fully birth in Gokul from the womb of Jashoda, then all the girls of Nanda Bhavan and Nanda Gram, how Krishna tell them most beloved. Then it will be seen. Understand what I told? You understood? What? Again, tell them.
They're like cousin sisters of Krishna. Krishna said he is appearing in Gokul, and all the gopis are like cousin sisters of Krishna.
Yes, they will become. With them, no dance, no rush, nothing. But really, Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan, Krishna came by the womb of Mother Jashoda. Sukadeva Goswami wrote this that he took birth in Mathura jail because he was in that dynasty, so to please them. But really, automatically, what was real came from his mouth, so many places. Nandanandan, Jashodanandan. What is that is no? Nandastu Atmaj Utpanne. Nandastu in Kanskaragar, in Mathura, and also in Mathura. There was no Nadi Sanskar. Cutting there. Nothing. And in Gokul, it was. So all believed it, that he is the son of Mother Yashoda. You know also, Krishna gradually became elder with Baldev. And he used to steal butter, milk and so many things from neighbor gopis' houses. Why? Because they prayed like this. They used to become very happy that Krishna has come in my house and he is taking. They like it. They thought that Krishna does not do any these childhood notorious activity in his mother house. He is doing. So they used to come and to complain. Yashoda was thinking, oh, I will see why my child goes to other gopis' house, neighbor house, and steal butter. So today I will give up holiday for all servants. And I will milk best cows, Padmagandha and others. And I will make it curd. And then myself I will. And then I will give so sweet makhan. Then he will not go. And that is why one day he get holiday on Kartik Pratipada. Kartik Pratipada. And she was churning. And what doing? Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti. All Gopi. In very morning they used to wake up and meditating the boyhood of pastimes of Krishna, all doing Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti. If anyone's son is not sleeping, they did not told that you should sleep. Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti. They are doing house works, Lipana Potana, cleaning their houses. And what doing? By hand they are doing, but by mind and by tongue they used to tell Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti. You can do easily, always, in the morning get, and is concerned Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti Govinda Damo Dharma Daveti. Premanande Krishnadas.
Hare Krishna. Now Sripad Krishnadas will do kirtan, but prior to that, Srila Gurudeva will announce your new spiritual name, whoever taken initiation yesterday and today. And in Gurudev's apartment, I live in living room, my bead was there. Yesterday, during passing beads, by forget, my bead has gone to any devotee. So when you, by accident, so when you announce your name, can you stand up and show your bead please? Then I can understand who has taken my bead.
Hare Krishna. We will announce your name and please stand up. Srila Gurudeva will announce your new spiritual name. Receiving Harinam, I believe it's from Alachua, Nayana, daughter of Krishna Balaba and Radha Balaba.
They went home.
Nayana Dasi, already got home.
Sunana Devi ki jai.
Another young girl, I believe this is the daughter of Vinay Prabhu, Vishaka Dasi.
Vishaka Dasi.
Receiving Harinam from Miami, Mary. Please, Mary, stand up.
Malati Devi ki jai.
Mexico City.
Hey, तुम्हारा माल रहता है?
Please don't forget to show your beads. Beads. From Mexico City, receiving Harinam, Carmen Velasquez.
चारू चंद्रिका.
Your beads, ma?
Those persons who took initiation, if their beads are very dark and very old, then they're Madhmans.
Try again, the next one. Okay. Receiving Harinam, Mario Perla from Miami.
मधुमंगल प्रभु की जय.
Receiving Harinam from Lauderdale. Excuse me. Receiving Diksha. And Harinam, perhaps Hortensia Lozada.
हरि प्रिया दासी की जय.
Receiving Harinam, Yosiana Dodar.
जय दासी की जय.
William Chekon, receiving Harinam and Diksha.
कृष्णदास की जय.
Sadan Das, receiving Diksha.
सदानंद प्रभु की जय.
Chandrika Devidasi, receiving Diksha. Chandrika Devidasi from Maryland. Receiving Harinam, Eric Kyon, I believe from Fort Lauderdale. Ram Rati Devidasi, receiving Diksha.
रामरती देवी की जय.
Receiving Diksha from Miami, Balaram Das Prabhu.
बलराम दास प्रभु की जय.
This is the brother of Raghunath, I believe. They may have the beads. Nephew, they may have the beads. Please show your beads. Jagannath Das Prabhu, also nephew of Raghunath Prabhu, receiving Diksha. Jagannath.
जगन्नाथ दास प्रभु की जय.
Receiving Harinam from Miami, Johanna Joanna. Johanna, lady or lad? Oh, lad, lady.
यमुना देवी की जय.
From Miami, receiving Harinam, Isabella Fabian.
यमुना देवी की जय.
From Miami, Nicholas Keller, receiving Harinam.
नील माधव प्रभु की जय.
From Alachua, receiving Harinam, Bihari Gentleman. Receiving Raganuga Bhakti Das, receiving no. Diksha and Harinam.
Rangnath Prabhu ki
Receiving Harinam from Miami, Inder Balbadar.
Balbhadra Das ki
Shanti Appeal Home from Miami.
Shanti Das. Shanti Dasi ki jai.
Eka Purush Das.
Purushottam Prabhu ki jai.
Receiving Harinam from Miami, Annapurna Dasi.
Annapurna Dasi ki jai.
Receiving Shiksha, Chaitanya Dev Das.
Chaitanya Dev Das Prabhu ki
Receiving Diksha, Krishna Bhavna Makanji. That is Ram.
Krishna Bhavana Devi ki jai.
Receiving Shiksha, Ameyatma Das Prabhu ki jai. Ameyatma Das. Ameyatma Das.
Ameyatma Das Prabhu ki jai.
Receiving Harinam from Alachua, Bihari Bai.
Raman Bihari Prabhu ki jai.
Receiving Harinam from Flushing, New York, Baladev Samenix. Receiving Harinam from Pompona Beach, Maya Devi Dasi.
Maya Devi ki
Receiving Diksha, Rupa Narayan Das Prabhu.
Narayan Prabhu ki jai.
Okay, now, listen. Receiving Harinam, Warren Yosei, it is not sure male or male? Okay.
Janardhan Prabhu ki
Receiving Diksha, Jaidev Das Prabhu
Jaidev Das Prabhu ki
from Royalville, and also Shama Lucky Dasi receiving Diksha. Shama Lucky Dasi, new name, Shamla.
Shamla Dasi ki
Harinam from Guyana, Sridhar Das Prabhu.
Sridhar Das Prabhu ki
Receiving Diksha from Birmingham, Sucharu Krishna Das Prabhu.
Charu Krishna Prabhu ki
Receiving Harinam from Chicago, Troy Sammons.
श्यामदास प्रभु की
This morning receiving Harinam Arjan from Montreal.
अर्जुन दास प्रभु की
From Miami, Bhakta Deni, receiving Harinam this morning during darshan.
दामोदर प्रभु की
Now, a few more. Receiving Harinam, Prahlad Kumar Das.
प्रहलाद कुमार दास की
Receiving Harinam, Janaki Sita.
जानकी देवी की
Salvador Ramirez, receiving Harinam.
सुंदरानंद प्रभु की
Receiving Harinam, Dansu Kondo Taylor.
घनश्याम प्रभु की
Receiving Shiksha this morning from Gainesville, Bhakti Vinod Das.
भक्ति विनोद दास प्रभु की
Receiving Harinam and Diksha, Prasad Mukherjee. Prasad Mukherjee.
प्रसाद प्रेम नारायण प्रभु की
And receiving Diksha, Madhavi Devi Dasi.
माधवी देवी की
Also receiving Harinam Nam, Tamara Kolpokava.
तरुण देवी की
Receiving Harinam Arthur Smorodin.
अनुपम दास प्रभु की
And the last one, Anatoly Yakovlev.
नंदन प्रभु की
Yang kali rupa sarira nadarata. 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 Tang braja prema mahaniti kutharika. Tang braja prema mahaniti kutharika. Tang braja prema mahaniti kutharika.
Webcast. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Send donations.